Diastasis recti before and after. I'm talking about real life before and after transformational pictures of my clients. You've asked for it and you've seen some of them on my website, but you want to see more. Maybe you've got diastasis recti and you're doing some of my diastasis recti workout videos on YouTube and you're doing some of the seemingly simple exercises, but you're wondering, is this really working? Am I doing it right? And can I get those transformational results that my clients are getting? I know you want to see the real life pictures and you want to hear the real life stories of clients who I've worked with in person, of clients who have been my online training clients, and people who have joined the Tummy Fix program. So I'm showing you all those transformational pictures and letting you in on their stories today as well. Welcome to the Strong Mom channel. My name is Denise, personal trainer and holistic nutritionist, specializing in helping you to get strong from the inside out and get a flatter belly after baby. So if you're new here and you want to know how to get a flatter tummy and heal diastasis recti after having your kids, then make sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss a diastasis recti video from me. So let's get into these pictures. You're gonna see and you're gonna hear the stories of moms who have looked pregnant for so many months after having their babies to getting flat abs. You'll see moms who have had the doming or the coning shape to a flatter belly. You'll hear about moms who have had the urinary leakage every time they sneezed and now are sneeze pee free. You'll hear about moms that had never ending aching back pain and now their back pain is gone. Here they are.
So here's one of my clients, Danielle. When she had come to me, she said she felt like she had no core muscles. She was doing YouTube videos and she was, doing the workouts, but she just didn't know where to start and which ones were actually right for her and her diastasis to do. And she reports after 1 month, she felt stronger and she saw the depth of her diastasis was in half. And now she says that she feels her core turning on by itself and she sees much less doming. So her results after just 8 weeks, she saw a 7 centimeter change in her waist, 5.5 centimeters were lost around her hips, and she was down 9.5 pounds. Susie here is a 45-year-old mom at the time of doing the program, and she had 3 babies. And she started the program specifically for 2 things: to get rid of the back pain that she had all day, every day, and to stop urinary incontinence. So she was having the leaking when just throughout her day, when she was coughing or she picked up her kids or just did anything. She was just tired of it. And she came to the program thinking that she didn't have too much of a diastasis issue or separation. So she didn't think that her belly appearance would change at all. But after completing the program, she says she feels physically better. She has no more back pain and no more leakage. And she says, best of all, she had a surprise bonus, which was her mommy tummy had flattened significantly. And she also says that her posture has improved as well. She says when she looks at her before and after pictures, in quote, she says, I can't believe the difference in 8 weeks. I'm down 3 pounds and over 1.5 inches off her midsection. She says she's 45 years old and I honestly never thought I could have a flatter tummy, but I did it thanks to this amazing program. My next client, Heather, is a mom of 3, and I believe at the start of the program, her youngest was around 5 years old. And before doing the program, she was unsure if she had diastasis, but she was consistently doing HIIT workouts at home and strength training videos. And she said she just wasn't getting the results that she wanted. And in fact, it seemed that her belly was getting a little bit bigger instead of smaller. And she noticed that by the end of the day, it started to look like she was a few months pregnant. And she also noted that she was finding that she was starting to have lower back pain, and she suspects it's from all the hardcore workouts that she was doing. She said she heard lots of talk about engaging your core, quote unquote, but she said she was never sure exactly how to do it and if she was even doing it properly. And she was really happy to report after finishing the 8 weeks program that her waist was down 1.5 inches. She lost 2 inches around her hips and down 3 pounds. And she says, I can button up my shorts again. When she started the program, she could not button up her shorts. So she was really happy and thrilled about the results. Nicoletta, our next client here, is a new mom to a 6-month-old, and she had a lot of back pain when, holding her baby and when putting her baby down. She said she had about 2 fingers wide of a diastasis, and it went about 1 knuckle deep. And in her words, she says her belly felt like jelly. And then after the program, she had no knuckle depth, and her belly feels so much more firmer and no more jelly belly.
Mamas, is this stuff resonating with you? Are any of these stories sounding like your own situation? Let us know down in the comments below what your postpartum symptoms are. Is it that you just have a bigger than normal belly? Is it that you look pregnant all the time? Is it that you have the cone shape or the dome shape? Or you've got low back pain or you've got the sneeze pee? Let us know below.
My next client here is Amy, and Amy has a newborn and a 2-year-old toddler at the start of the program. And she said before doing the program, she experienced urinary leakage, and she just definitely didn't feel comfortable running after her toddler during the day because she'd have the leakage. Her diastasis was about 2-finger width at her belly button, and her belly just felt soft and weak and no tension there. And she says after the 8 weeks, her gap was reduced by about half of a finger, as well as the depth was not as deep. And she said it definitely felt firmer with tension. And looking past the 8 weeks, she says, I still know that I have work to do, but at least I know and I can run around the house, following my toddler, and I can do slow jogging without experiencing the heaviness that I felt before and without having any of the leakage. And she is continuing to do her workouts and exercises, but with the foundations that she has learned in the program. Her changes, she has lost 6 pounds, 8.5 centimeters around her hips, and 8 centimeters around her waist. My next client, Carrie here, is one of my clients who started the program right before, almost 2 weeks before the first COVID lockdown. And it kind of felt like all the odds were against her with a new baby at home and a toddler. And her main motivators were for coming to the program was the leakage that she was experiencing. And she was just so happy after the 8 weeks. But the pictures here are only after 26 days. She always loves to show these pictures, where after just the 26 days, she lost 6 centimeters around her waist, 4 around her hips, and 4 pounds. She says, it wasn't even her belly that she came to the program, to flatten or to get more tone, but it was just her main motivator was just the leakage. And she's really happy to announce that she is leak-free and her tummy is much slimmer as well. My client here, Tiara, is a mom of 3, a C-section mom of 3, and she's really happy with her results. In the pictures, you can see where she is at the beginning and at 4 weeks and at 8 weeks. And like a lot of my clients, my C-section client moms, they complain a lot about the belly pooch or the overhang, and you can see Tiara's worked really hard over 8 weeks. And take a look, the skin that was sagging before, after 4 weeks has slowly, you can see, has lifted, has minimized, and then by the end of 8 weeks, it's almost not there anymore. So she is so happy. She has lost 8 pounds in the 8 weeks. She has lost 3.5 inches off of her waist and 3 inches off of her hips. So moms who have the C-section, don't give up. You can definitely affect the way that your belly looks. Okay, so let's get into a couple of the other clients here. Julie says, in quotes, in 12 weeks, I went from frumpy and flabby to fit and fantastic. So Julie had come to me working with me. These pictures are taken over 12 weeks in personal training. She was just really unhappy with her appearance after having her 2 children. She says she really lost her weight. She lost weight quickly after her second baby. And, while she was only down to 127 pounds at the start of the program, she just was saggy. She felt weak, she felt tired, and she had no muscle tone. And she thought the way that she was going to get her desired appearance was by eating less. So let me tell you, we changed her eating habits from once a day to 3 full meals a day, and look at her after only 12 weeks. She says she's finally able to wear clothes again. She feels confident when she leaves the house, and overall just feels healthy. So her changes, she's down 5.5 pounds over the 12 weeks, and her hips, she was down 7 centimeters, and her waist down a big 18.5 centimeters. My next client here, Tatiana, these pictures are taken over, I think, between 24 and 30 weeks of working together. Now, Tatiana, she started working with me in personal training because she did have a wide diastasis. It was about 3 or 4 fingers. She was told that she would not ever, by whom I don't know, but she was taught that she would never be able to run again without, having the leakage. But slowly over time, we changed that. And I'm really happy to announce that she is training for a 10K the last time I talked to her. So she's like, you know what? People told me I couldn't do it, but guess what? I can, and I'm not leaking. The other thing I want to point out about Tatiana is she's funny because every time I would come to her house, she would pull something up on her phone. Then the latest gadget of, moms trying to get rid of the belly. And it was, hey, Denise, check out this cool sculpting. Do you think it's going to work? What do you think? Should I do it? And I always had to remind her, keep your eye on the program. This is going to take some time, but just keep consistent. And although she definitely had her doubts, she was consistent with the program. And I know she is happy. She's down 9 pounds and 5 centimeters around her waist. All right, and lastly, but not least, we have Rosanna here. Rosanna worked with me right after she had her second baby, and you can tell, look at the pictures, right? They speak for themselves. Her issue was, just getting strong after having a baby and helping to heal her diastasis recti. So we did that. She also experienced the back pain too, which I know a lot of moms have, and as a result of a couple of things: not using their core muscles enough, or not knowing how to, as well as not using their glutes. So we got her in doing all of these things, fixing her posture. We significantly reduced her tummy, and she lost 15 pounds, and she's looking great and she's feeling great.
So now you have seen and you have heard the Diastasis Recti before and after real life stories. If you want to have your own transformation and you're like, Denise, I've just been researching the heck out of this and I don't know where to start and where to begin, then I want to invite you to just fill out the survey below. You and I have a chat to see if online training or personal training is right for you. I'll put that link down below. Or maybe you're just at the beginning of your learning about diastasis and learning about your postpartum body journey. And in that case, I want to invite you to come and join me in my free 5-day tummy fix workshop. I run this workshop every 6 weeks, and you are going to learn exactly what you need to do to get a flatter belly and to get rid of those postpartum symptoms, nagging symptoms that you're dealing with. So I'm going to put the link down below. Join us. You've got nothing to lose because it's free. And if you like this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to my channel so you never miss a Diastasis Recti video. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, ladies.